Hey everyone, Will Boyd here, biology teacher, executive director, founder of Homeschool Institute of Science, and owner of STEM Education Consulting. Important comment for you today to consider. The purging of the history of our nation has now reached, as many of you probably already know, even the far reaches of natural history, and now even bird naming conventions. Last month, in a Washington Post opinion piece and in many other media outlets, the history of North American zoology suffered a massive blow. Two ornithologists and birders decided and have apparently convinced the American Ornithological Union that any North American bird named for an individual must now be renamed. They even created a website to highlight the crimes these natural historians and fathers of the modern field of ornithology have committed. According to Gabriel Foley and Jordan Rudder, ornithologists and birders who created the website Bird Names for Birds, Bachman's sparrow, Townsend's warbler, Ben Dyer's thrasher, Hammond's flycatcher, McCown's longspur, these are all examples of North American common bird names. For the bird community, ornithologists, birdwatchers, conservationists, and more, these names are collectively referenced every day. For many, the esteem inherent in these names is unconsciously overlooked, and comfort lies in their familiarity. Yet, these honorific names, known as eponyms, also cast long, dark shadows over our beloved birds and represent colonialism, racism, and inequality. It is long overdue that we acknowledge the problem of such names, and it is long overdue that we should change them. End quote. This desire to clean up the mess, even in the naming of species, might seem noble to some. But what is actually happening when we determine to eliminate reference to incredibly important dead people, such as John Kirk Townsend, Townsend's warbler? What's happening is we are sanitizing history. History is not sterile or neutral or tidy. We really don't have the authority to sanitize history. This is something that has occurred in the past. It's part of what has happened. It's not fiction. These names are a snapshot of the golden age of natural history in North America. Audubon, Wilson, the Cravery brothers, and many, many more human observers of these marvelous birds are key figures in this story. As a biology teacher for nearly 20 years, I can tell you that the history of biology is every bit as compelling, shocking, and sordid as any other history out there. Remove the human element, which is required for a history to exist, and you haven't just lost stories, you've lost meaning. No birder worships at the throne of Bachman or Blackburn or McCown, whose longspur was just renamed the thick-billed longspur, the first bird named to fall victim to this new effort. Link is included. No one today would condone or commend the racist opinions or acts of any one of these individuals, Bachman and McCown in particular. But can we not have the freedom to call a bird McCown's longspur, and then Google the guy, buy a book on Amazon about McCown, form our own opinions, and read the history ourselves? This effort undermines the individual's freedom to access the rich history of bird taxonomy and ornithology. I love birds and birding. Millions of people love birds and birding. Sterilizing the history, the human history directly connected to bird taxonomy, sterilizing the human history directly connected to bird taxonomy, natural history, and biology enlightens no one. Enlightenment comes by recognizing your own sin and repenting. Forcing everyone to share in this group repentance appeases no gods. It appeases the conscience of the guilt-stricken who see history in need of a good cleaning. Sterilizing bird taxonomy is short-sighted. Driving all mention of human presence from bird taxonomy denies reality. I strongly encourage the American Ornithological Society, the editors at the journal The Auk, the Audubon Society, the Cornell Laboratory of Ornithology, and all other North American bird and birding institutions to seriously reconsider this matter. Thank you.